Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle video tutorial on Illustrator and the bristle brush and radial. Now this is for 221, will not work in earlier versions. So you've got the radial design using bristle brushes here. Let's go right back to the start. So first thing to do, bristle brush itself. So go to the paintbrush tool and I'm just going to create a very quick design like that. And it's using black. You could of course use gradients, use there, set size. And you can, there's a bristle brush library available there. Now to find bristle brushes, go to Window and Brushes. And by default, only one appears in here. So you only see one bristle brush, this one. But what you can do, you can always go right side there, go down to Open Brush Library, and there's bristle brush there, and you can open that there. Okay, so you've got your bristle brush with all the different settings. What you can then do is go to Object and go down to Repeat and Radial. So as soon as you do that, you can see you've got this lovely thing. Now, when you're outside, now I would recommend that you don't, unless you've got a very powerful machine, that you don't press these now, any of the bristle brushes down. Don't change the bristle brush here because you'll be waiting for about 10 minutes. Because I did that by accident and it suddenly whirls around. Because what it does, it adds the bristle brush to the whole thing and it really does a lot of processing. So avoid that. If you want to add a bristle brush or change bristle brushes, simply go down here and double click, and you can see as soon as you go in there and you see change that, and you can now change bristle brush. So you can go through these as well as obviously the bristle brush library there. So a variety of different designs can be created very simply by selecting there. But again, don't do it when you're outside with the repeat object. You might be waiting a long time, as I found to my cost when I was doing this tutorial earlier. So you can also modify this. So you can simply go over here, curvature tool, just go there, curvature tool, and you can click and you can see you can create some interesting combinations. Like that. Very quick and easy like that. And of course you can still come out into this and then of course modify this again if you want. Increase the number of instances, move that out of the way, always seems to block it off. You can vary that as well. And again, what you can do, you can double click into the thing and modify this. You can see just by changing that. And also what you can do, hold down the Alt or Option key and you can duplicate the design. And again, you've got more there and change maybe the bristle brush. You could have two different bristle brushes. What you can also do, of course, just move that. You can always edit it as well. So you go to the brush there, click one of those ones. And maybe you think, you know what, let's change it. Wrong one. Have to change it via the brushes, not the bristle. That's no point trying to change in the library. Libraries are fixed. This is the document brushes. So select one of those, and then you can double click, and you can bring that up and just change it. So you can see, look at that live, and then, okay. Click OK, apply to strokes like that. Or not. Or just go with one of the defaults. What you can also do, I'm just going to stay in here at this point. You got this design here. You can go to Appearance panel, and that's via Window and Appearance. And with Appearance there, you've got this option here. You can go over to there, select that. But you can also go duplicate that item. So you've duplicated it. Maybe add it a couple of times. Duplicate item. What you can then do is you can go maybe Effect, Path, and Offset. And you can see then you've got, say 30. And you can create a nice contour design, very quick and easy using that. Or maybe, let's go for Effect, Distort, and Transform, and Transform. And instead of having it there, you can say, oh, I want it in 20. 20. And that will move it. And also, of course, if you want, you can always go, you know what, I'll go with 4. I might regret that because it will obviously take a bit of processing power. Click OK. And also what you can do, of course, you can still continue to vary the design and you can still edit the design. If you can see the points, there's the points, and you can modify that. And that will, of course, update there. And that's with the bristle brushes still applied. Come out that design there. Oops. Now I'm just going to move that out of the way. And I'm going to go back to something slightly easier than that because that's quite a complex design, I think. Well, certainly for my machine anyway. So add another brush stroke, and let's just quickly add another one. And I'm going to go bristle brushes and add another bristle brush. Now what you can also do, you can of course make go out like that, so you can get quite an abstract design. You can also add gradients to it. So if you want, you can make that a gradient sign. Go to Object and then Repeat and Radial, and you've got your design there. Nice sunburst, sun designs, very quick and easy using Radial. And again, you can still continue to edit that design, modify that, reduce that down. And what you can also do, you can always expand the thing. You don't have to keep the bristle brushes as is. If you want to, you can always expand them. So you can always go to Object and Expand Appearance inside. And what you end up with a lot of paths. But what you can do with those paths is you can always ungroup. And then you can, of course, move those around individually. So you can create different designs. Select that one. There. Tweak that. Now, of course, it's not editable after that. Once you've done that, the bristle brush, that's that. So be careful which one you set. But you can see you can create a variety of different designs, which, of course, once you come out, you've got the design there. You've got a lot of points. But anyway, that's one trouble. And, of course, what you can always do, you can always go to Object and Expand and end up with probably even more of a mess to actually work with. Yeah, and then of course you can tweak those individually as well if you want to modify. And now of course it's not a radial design anymore. So select all those. That's a lot of points there. What you can also do, you can turn it into a symbol. That's another useful thing. So you've got bristle. Let's just apply again, quick bristle brush there, and then what you can do, use the radial, Object and Radial. So Repeat, Radial, create that design, and then just going to quickly go over to the symbols, and that's window and symbols there. It's there somewhere, hidden away. I'll get it out. Symbols there, and you can quickly go right side, new symbol, click OK, and you've got your design there. Remove that, and then you can always quickly add it again and duplicate that design. But that's a symbol now. And the thing is with symbol, it means if you decide, you know what, I want to edit that, double click, go there, and then you can still modify this. I'm just going to change that design there, maybe increase the number of instances, and then click there and come out. And that is then reflected all the way through with the radial design as well as the bristle brush, which can still be edited. So double click that, click OK, click there, modify that. And you can also change gradient if you want. Let's see, just move there. Maybe go for a blue design, and that will eventually, I hope, reflect in there. But you can change the bristle brush as well. So if you want to, let's just go for a different bristle brush. Select that. So you can create a variety of different designs that way, and again, modify that. Then once you're done, let's come out, and you can see it's reflected all the way through there with your design. So radial brushes, radial and bristle brushes, super combination, combined with gradients, combined with curvature tool and many other features of Illustrator, you can create all kinds of unique designs. Well, I hope you found this tutorial of interest. Always adding new tutorials all the time about Photoshop, Illustrator, Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer, and many others. Also, if you've got any comments, any things I've done wrong, please let me know. Or things maybe you think, you know, why didn't you do this or why didn't you do that? Always nice to hear. Also, a dislike or like. Thank you much.